A stunning new revelation has emerged from the depths of the Jeffrey Epstein scandal, identifying a previously little-known woman as the primary beneficiary of his vast fortune. Karyna Shuliak, a dentist from Belarus, was reportedly Epstein's long-term partner and was designated to inherit a staggering sum, including $100 million and properties, just 2 days before his death. This news adds yet another layer of complexity to a case that continues to baffle and outrage the world. The so-called Epstein files, released by the United States Department of Justice, have unleashed a wave of global shock. These millions of documents lay bare the astonishingly wide-reaching network of the convicted sex offender. Over years, Epstein abused women and minors, meticulously building a sex trafficking ring and cultivating close ties with renowned scientists, high-ranking politicians, and numerous prominent personalities. Despite this release, the case remains largely unresolved, with countless new questions arising from the emails, protocols, and FBI documents. Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's former accomplice, now serving a 20-year prison sentence, remains silent. Many public figures mentioned, including Bill Gates, former United States President Donald Trump, deny any knowledge of or involvement in Epstein's criminal activities. Now the spotlight turns sharply to Karyna Shuliak, a 36-year-old woman reportedly residing in New York. She maintained contact with Epstein right up until his death and is considered his last partner. What role Shuliak played within Epstein's system and whether she knew of his horrific crimes remains unclear. She was the last person Epstein spoke with on the phone, a conversation that allegedly took place the evening before his presumed suicide in a New York prison. Authorities state this call was not recorded. Shuliak arrived in the United States in her early 20s, having almost completed her dental studies in Belarus. Epstein, at the time, was 60 years old. Emails reveal their first meeting in the spring of 2011. Introduced by a Russian woman who frequently connected Epstein with young women from Eastern Europe, often for assistant positions. Epstein's instructions were clear: the women should never be older than 24. He even advised Shuliak to present herself to immigration authorities as a cleaner. Once in the United States, Shuliak initially faced rejection from Columbia University's dental faculty. This changed only after Epstein's personal intervention, as revealed by United States Department of Justice documents. Several high-ranking officials at Columbia University ultimately supported her admission, with the Dean of Dentistry directly contacting her former university for records. After Shuliak was admitted, Epstein made significant financial contributions to the university. The New York Times investigated how Epstein repeatedly used study places and scholarships to bind young women to him, with university staff from Columbia and New York University reportedly pledging support even after his 2008 conviction. Shuliak seemingly received exceptional attention. Epstein not only paid her tuition, $631,000 in transfers, but also sent large sums of money to her parents in 2013 and 2014, and financed their trips from Minsk to the United States. He hired a New York immigration lawyer to help Shuliak obtain a green card and later United States citizenship, which she received in 2018. Emails between them over years professed love and discussed relationship problems. Shuliak once called Epstein the purest of all men in 2012. Epstein also expressed tenderness, calling her the best person I have ever met. Yet he also admonished her for jealousy over other women, stating, "Your concern about women is unnecessary. It causes much of the stress between us." Shuliak later worked as a dentist on St. Thomas, one of the American Virgin Islands near Epstein's private island of Little St. James. She also served as an assistant managing director for the Southern Trust Company, an Epstein-registered firm. At his death, Epstein's fortune was estimated at approximately $450 million United States dollars. In his will, signed just 2 days before his death, he named Shuliak as the primary beneficiary, bequeathing her 100 million United States dollars and a 33-carat diamond ring, along with properties including his Zorro Ranch and the islands of Little and Great St. James. While 43 individuals were named, including Ghislaine Maxwell and his brother, Shuliak's inheritance was significantly larger. However, whether she or other heirs will actually benefit to this extent remains doubtful. Following his death, Epstein's estate was frozen. His island, Little St. James, was sold in 2023 for 60 million euros, with proceeds going to a victim compensation fund. Currently, an estimated $100 to $120 million of his fortune remain. Karyna Shuliak maintains a low public profile and has, to date, declined to comment to United States media regarding her connections with Epstein. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. This video was generated using artificial intelligence. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more updates. See you next time.